This should be a good one. And if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not, it's a rematch. It was Amos and Ervin who put Team Gammon into the losers bracket earlier with a 21-18 win. They are on. They are ready to go. Whenever they want to do it, they can do it to it. They can bring it, and the first bag will fly from Tyler Amos out of the higher-seeded blue lane. Bag is out of his hand, and I think out of control there just a little bit. Todd makes him pay for it straight up the middle. Tyler able to reset. That one should be gettable if Todd decides he wants to push. And that one might have made things a little bit more difficult because he's left that right side open right there for Tyler, although he threw a little my bad signal at that one. I don't exactly know what he did wrong. Maybe I don't have the ACO Cornhole IQ that I need to have to understand why he didn't like that shot. April Clements is here side by side with Cannonball Clark running one hell of a tournament. If you want to throw the headphones on and commentate with me, I know you don't, but you should do it anyway. You tell me what I'm missing. I don't know. Why was that a bad shot? Why was he like, oh, my bad, when he put two bags in? Well, he wasn't going to go get that one unless he had a hook. He wasn't going to get that. Although we have seen him get some from damn near on the floor. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. All right, so still a couple of goose eggs on the board. You want to do this? You ready? Chris Clark. All right, I think that might be the one right there. I think if it's all stretched out with a big fat head, that's the one. That's my man, the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett's headset. You good?
How you doing, Finn?
Oh, no, I messed it up. There it is. You good?
How you doing, Finn?
I'm good, man. How about you? This thing's running, as we like to say, like clockwork. We're here on center court already in the final championship match of the doubles. Great airmail right there, up and over. Going to try to ask and answer there is Todd Gammon, but you can see that he's not happy with that.
Yeah, this is a repeat match from the winners final match,
yep.
And Todd come to me and he wanted to play center court, and he actually thought it was live. When he found out it wasn't live, he was mad at me.
He was mad at you? Well, we told him we got here, and the King says, well, how come we waited all this time to go to center court and we weren't live? We said, well, we were going to go back on at 4 o'clock. I said, you're welcome to do it over if you'd like. It was 21-18. Everybody said nope. Well, everybody on Team Ervin and Amos said nope.
Well, they're doing it over again, just in
here they are.
A little bit bigger stage.
Yep, good stuff. Big ups and big props on the table here. Now that first one there that Craig threw, that's laying low right. And I was just going to say, it's amazing. That one's out of play, and the one that's up there on the top left out of play, and that's I know Matt doesn't like that at all, but it doesn't matter how far out of play you are. If it's 1 inch or if it's 2.5 feet, out of play is out of play.
Yeah, I think Craig's having a little issue with his arm. I think he's hurt it or something. He's not 100%. That's for sure.
Well, apparently he took on a challenge from a nephew or something in a running race, and the pavement jumped up and bit him. He's got a couple of strawberries on his knees and I think his arm and wrist. But I tell you, he's had a nice weekend. He really played some pretty good cornhole yesterday, and obviously it's good to have his partner in the house today. And the number 1 seeded team coming in ends up right where you'd expect them.
This is not the time of the year to be hurting your arm leading up to Worlds.
No, especially a guy who last year really turned it on in the back half of the season, was able to do the work to get here and get that King of Cornhole jersey that he's got on his back right now. So 9-on-2, Tyler Amos and Craig Ervin. All they have to do is win 1. Todd and Mad Gammon got a double dip and got to win 2 to take the championship here at the Grand Traverse Major and Pro Series.
I tell you, talking about Worlds, there's one guy in particular that's actually coming on strong, and he's going to be a hard. Jeremiah Ellis. Tough, but he was just
a lot last night.
I think he's really got a fire in him right now. He's looking good.
He doesn't think he can be beaten by anybody, and that's a huge piece of the puzzle right there.
Yep.
Oh, look at that! What a great bag. Oh, and he ends up taking one of Craig's with him, so he's probably thankful for that little bit of help. But 9-on-2 becomes 9-on-4 as we continue working our way through the conclusion of game. What could be one of 3 here. But yeah, Jeremiah Ellis, to your point, boy, the jackhammer, he came in firing on all cylinders. At no point last night, all the way through that final of the Pro Series, did his intensity drop at all. The little dirty bag there.
Well, my thing is Brandon Earls absolutely was on fire last night with everybody else. But I tell you, when he got to Jeremiah Ellis, it's like he made Jeremiah made him look like he didn't know how to throw. It was just crazy.
I think it was, 21-0 in the first game and 21-2,
unbelievable.
I think, maybe in the second game. But he's ready. He even said, because Tyler Amos was Phil's pick to come out and win the Pro Series here and take his third trophy home. And he wasn't here last night, but he said he wished he could be. He had commented when he was on his way here. And we told Jeremiah, he's still on his way here. He said, bring him on. Bring him on. Give me both the Kings. I'll take anybody. He was the first one in line this morning on the mini bag challenge. He said, I want to be first in everything.
Yep, and that's the attitude you got to have going into Worlds at the end of here.
Yeah, and we talked about that a lot last night because, we've said for quite a while that, maybe it's the maybe it's Caleb Hurd's time. He's had such a dominant season. Maybe it's Isaac's time. I mean, does Caleb have to worry about being run by little brother? Off the backside of the board.
Well, my thing about Caleb and Isaac is, we got a couple more majors left. How much more are they going to be playing? Are they going to be on the cold spell coming into Worlds with them not playing? And Jeremiah's on the hot side of it.
Coming in hot.
Yeah,
exactly
Jeremiah's
right.
hot, Bo. So, Jeremiah's going to keep playing these majors to the end, and that's just going to roll him right into Worlds. It's going to be tough to beat.
It's good timing. It's good timing to find out, like you said, that hot spot.
It's going to be fun to watch, that's for sure.
Biggest major in the history of the ACO was Owensboro, Kentucky, just a couple of months back. Biggest world championships in the history of the sport coming at the end of July. Looking forward to being back in what we're calling Throwinsboro, Kentucky.
Yeah, I really love the format with the money bracket we got going into it. And everybody's got to carry their own wins and losses into the new money bracket, and then it's going to be a fun challenge. So LaBelle calls that a true double elimination tournament. Yeah. He calls it true. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Saturday will be, instead of being championship Saturday for all divisions, it's all singles going to run on Saturday, so that'll be a little bit different. And it'll also require players to think through their strategy as to how they want to, what effort they're putting into what.
That's right. That's right.
Knowing that it's all going to be said and done on Saturday, but the last Saturday in July is always American Cornhole Organization World Cornhole Day, and we look forward to having a big day to wrap up our Worlds on that final Saturday of July every year. These guys just drilling it right down Main Street. Let's see if the fourth bag blues come into play, and they do not. Nicely done. He let out a big side into His Highness Craig Ervin. He does. He looks like he's got a plane to catch, doesn't he? Over there, his hand in his pocket, kind of looking around. I know he's got his go-go juice over there sitting next to him, so I know he's not missing that. And his better half, Ashley, over here to the.
She played good today.
She have a good day.
Man, she had an awesome day today. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think she finished top 10, maybe top 12. She had a really good day.
Very nice.
Yep. Yeah, I see they trying to dirty the board up here and see how they can play some strategy. Oh, Tyler, that's two Tyler's done throw short.
He's done.
You don't see Tyler struggle much.
No, he came in tired though. He had a sort of a similar arrival pattern as you.
Oh, did he?
Oh, all night, overnight to get here.
Oh, wow.
And so that made it a little bit rough. These guys just. Yeah. You want to talk about a dirty board? It's filthy. Up and over. Nice bag.
Nice shot.
Saw that out of the corner of my eye. Almost touched the ceiling. Great shot.
Yeah, it's no fun trying to run a tournament tired. I can only imagine trying to play when you're tired like that. That just would drain me.
And still with singles to go. I mean, we're at 5:30, wrapping up doubles with singles. You still got to get in there and get the job done. That fatigue is going to play a factor. And we wondered about that with Brandon Earls. You mentioned him, did fatigue and did stamina come into play yesterday? Because he had a long match against Fergie. And Ferg let him off the hook, and he took it and ran with it. But, yeah, Jeremiah, at no point did he take his foot off the gas. Might have put both feet on it. Up and over. Nice airmail there. How about that? Up and over again. He's doing it again. Nice backside airmail there from the King. Oh, and tried to answer, did Matt Gammon.
There we go. Check. Yeah, who doesn't have a long match with Fergie?
That's a fact.
Todd Gammon come to me and said, man, he had one of the longest matches with Fergie yesterday. He said Fergie wasn't even doing none of his shenanigans. He was just it was just a long, drawn-out match and wore him out.
Now he's the master of the head game, to be sure. And if you let him in there, he will rattle around there like the pea in a whistle, and you are ski-rude if you let him in. But he was definitely playing to the crowd yesterday on center court much of the time. But when he does knuckle down and buckle down, he really can get the job done. He took a questionable shot at the end of the game, allowed Brandon to take it out from under him. That's a nice four-bagger from each of those guys. But he said he was happy to see him advance. He said, I was just out there having fun. The shot he took was questionable. None of us understood why he did it. He didn't need to do it. But we also know that if he didn't think he could make it, he wouldn't have taken it.
Yep. It's fun watching Fergie because you never know what he's going to do. And he's not going to lay up, that's for sure.
No, he's always going to go full
he
tilt.
Is. And he's got that high arcing airmail. It just comes straight up and straight back down. It's one of the prettiest you'll see when it comes up that high.
Matt steps out just a little bit. Comes in low and hot, collects his, and then puts those.
Dirtied that bag up.
Nice stuff
Pushed
right
it
there.
off the back.
Able to push those 724s up off the back. Boy, and Craig's got it surrounded.
Could be a big number right here.
Steps up, and is he going to try to? Oh, he just plugs it up. He's got one left. 2 under, 1 on. A little bit of a laundry basket built up there over top of the hole. Craig's going to come in low and hard, clean up the front side. Left to slide up the middle, and that's exactly what he takes. That's going to be a 4 spot right there. 16 on 10 becomes 16 on 14, and so we may be in a double dip situation. It looked like it might have been a bum's rush right to get it started, but Todd and Matt Gammon, a great team, have been for a number of years, and both individually and then Matt yesterday wins co-ed doubles with Robin Smith, her 3rd major, comes in and grabs a purple jersey like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, Todd and Matt's due for a big breakout. They've been playing for a while. Both of them play great. But you know how it is. Competition's tough. You got to be on your game. But they playing good. They're due for a breakout and have a good tournament, and they due to win a major here soon.
This could be the one. They could be walking away with the hardware and the walking with the wood, as we like to say. My man, the Mississippi Ninja, who's out playing in singles right now, as these guys take a timeout on center court to discuss. He took home the hardwood for Tier 2 doubles. He and his partner took Tier 2 double championship, so nicely done. He's out there working his way through the singles pool play. These guys seem to have addressed the strategy that they want to take into this next throw. But and it's interesting too, because we've watched Craig struggle a little bit just in this match. His PBR has dropped. Ooh.
Wow.
Huh.
A little bad luck there.
He was at a 10.24 and Craig now at a 10.08. And you think, wow, that's just minuscule, but you're seeing it. You're seeing it happen right in front of your face.
Yeah, you get to this point and 10s ain't going to win. You know that.
Yep.
You got to be 10s or better if you get to this stage. Something like you start creeping the bracket and you better start throwing some 10s.
Well, there's only so long that your partner can carry you.
Oh, well.
Boy. A little bad luck there again as well. So 16 on 14, Tyler Amos, Craig Ervin holding the king seat here. Need to be double dipped. Todd and Matt Gammon collect their bags and get ready to fire back those blueprint game-ons between the Gammons. And then you've got, it looks like some 724s in the hand of the king and Tyler Amos. Nice front and center block right there. He's going to set up the front side wall. Is he going to see if he can try to? He doesn't have a roll bag, really, does Craig?
No.
Typically, he's going to fire that airmail if he thinks he needs to do it. There's a nice.
Yeah, he's a slide airmail man.
Kind of bunch, yeah, just kind of a bunched up bag right there from Matt, up and over, and he
Just
tries
like
to
that.
take it, yeah. And he drops one for one of the Gammon's bags, and his takes off the back. Oh boy, that was a favor done right there by Matt. Took a weird kick. He typically doesn't kick that hard, but I guess everything lined up to the left side of the hole up and over. Oh, and a great airmail
Nice
there.
shot.
Nice backside airmail there. Not enough to grab anything else, but he was pleased with what he saw and happy to take that.
Sometimes I wonder how aggressive do you really need to be? You know, do you want to give up a 3 or just give up a 1?
Right.
You know what I mean? You just don't know. You know, would it be better just to lay it up and take some luck out of it and see if your opponent misses? You just never know how this is going to work.
Well, it's all risk reward.
Yep.
You got to measure it out. It's interesting, even, you watch, you can almost hear what's going on inside the head of a player that steps in and then steps back out and then steps back in and then steps back out, like Tyler just did there. He's going to stay out to the outside and try to muscle
See
these.
if he gets this.
Try to muscle these in. I mean, almost any bag is gettable for this guy.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely gettable.
Coming in hard.
Just like that. Oh, yeah. It laid over.
If anybody exhales, those are dropping.
Oh, wow.
Wow, nice bag right there.
Nice shot.
By Todd. He's going to have to, I don't know if he's going to be able to come in hard enough on the left side unless he really, he's going to try to muscle it all through. Oh, look at that.
Wash.
You know what? That's not at all what I expected to happen from a physics standpoint, but he'll take it to be certain.
He almost pushed Todd's bag up to the right-hand side. He could have went in and got 2 out of it. From
Sure did.
Giving up 2, he would have got 2. Yeah, that'd been a good shot.
16 on 14. Tyler Amos, Craig Ervin holding the king seat here in the doubles championship. We're at the Grand Traverse Resort and Spa in Traverse City, Michigan. It's been a great weekend of cornhole, and here on center court we have seen some fantastic cornhole play and some great matches. We got a lot of folks that are in the facility that aren't with our group, but they are definitely checking it out. Everybody coming in to just kind of eyeball the happenings and the goings on. Boy, I tell you, this is this is not a frame I think either one of them would love to repeat.
I think he wants to go to game 2.
Yeah,
Craig wants to keep playing more.
I think that's what it is. Even in pain, even playing hurt. All right, so as ugly as that was, only 1 point, 16 on 15. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO here in the second best seats in the house. You've got the best seats in the house because you got anything and everything you need right there with you. Your refrigerator, your restroom, and cornhole up on the big screen. Cannonball Clark side by side with me as the Mississippi Ninja is out in singles pool play and got started right on time as expected. Keep the trains running right.
Yeah, it's important to make sure we get this thing. Players don't like to wait. I used to be one of them that played a lot and didn't like to wait, so I understand how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to keep it rolling, keep it moving, have to make a better experience for the players and keep everything on time. People don't like being out here.
Oh, boy.
I've been out here at 2 o'clock in the morning before.
That's going to do it. How about that? What? So 21 on 16 on that frame right there.
Oh, wow.
21 to 16. Game 1
2.
goes to Team Gammon, and we are on to Game 2. Now, I wonder how long that smile will be across his face right there saying, come on, we can do this, we got this, we can do it. But 21-16, and that was a huge frame for Todd right there. And Tyler just could not find the center of the board, and at the end, the board itself.
Think that fatigue is starting to catch up with him? We talked about that earlier.
Yep, Bull City proud, hashtagging you, my man. Said they can't believe you're running the tournament and you're on the mic. I can't believe you're not even playing too.
That's my boy Dwayne Hudson. My boy Dwayne. He should be here with us.
Oh, look at that. Nice bag. Just go in there and just sweep it all up. Left one onto the outside, so the early penny goes to Todd and Matt Gammon. 1 win under their belt. Got to get 2 to double dip. Whoever wins this game wins it all. Boys.
So, Finn, what's your prediction for singles?
I don't know. We had the conversation last night about Jeremiah Ellis, and I picked him as probably king of cornhole. So it would make no sense whatsoever to not think he's going to take singles here, the way he's throwing. I mean, he is just blowing it up.
Think Brandon can come back? Brandon Earl's got the potential to come back. That boy's actually got a pretty bag.
I think he's got a great throw. He's like the combination. We're talking about Gary Bearpaw and Caleb Hurd.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whether or not he's got the stamina at this point. I really do. I think he got tired last night, but he does throw a great bag. But I think I'm telling you, Ellis is just on fire.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna have him up here on the podium again a little bit later on tonight. No disrespect to anybody else, but you're right. He's got almost a trail of fire following him everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if he loses this one. He hollered at me a while ago and said, "What are you waiting on?" I said, "You don't need it. Why are you even here?" I was giving him some mess about. He said, "I don't care."
All right, one bag up and out of play for Ervin. Tried to, I guess, put that one out of his head. He wasn't chasing. There's no way he was going to chase that one, but tried to minimize the damage. Well, that was minimized for him there, Matt.
That's the worst thing.
Lets him off the hook, and then he puts him right back on the hook. How about that? That's going to be a 3 spot there?
Yep.
6.
7 on 10.
Yep, 6-0 now. Todd Gammon, Matt Gammon holding in game 2 after putting game 1 under their belt. 21-16. Team Blueprint checking in. Blueprint Bags Company created those game-ons for these guys. See Braxton Gammon over there off the side of center court. Just wonder when he's going to get a chance to get out there and throw the big bags for the big money.
Did you hear? Did you hear the little what happened between Braxton and Rich Powell?
No, I did not.
So Braxton got the opportunity. Of course, this Braxton Gammon's little boy is Todd Gammon's little boy.
6 years old.
6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the opportunity to interview Rich instead of Rich interviewing him.
Oh, did he?
So the first question was, Rich, why did you get fired on cardboard cone?
Wow.
It was so funny.
Straight to the lower spine.
It was absolutely so funny.
Oh, look at that. What a great bag. Nice shot there by Tyler Amos. Comes in there, takes just his bag, and the bag he threw leaves those other 2 sitting up top, and that's a nice rebound. 6 on 4. Well, how did Rich answer?
I don't. He didn't know what to say.
Nothing. He had nothing.
And Braxton, that's the thing about Braxton. He's 6 years old, and he's going to tell you. He's going to answer just to give you the truth you want.
Yep.
He don't hold nothing back.
Nothing
back. So it was absolute. You gotta love Braxton there.
I forget where we were, but he was at dinner and he was sitting at the next table, and he just turned around and he looked at one of us. He goes, What's that all about? I don't even know what we were doing. We might not have been doing anything. Clean everything up there on the board. What's that all about?
Yeah, he's a great kid.
And he's got that bag. He can get it 27 feet.
Hey, he was throwing them in the hole during juniors now.
27 feet.
They had him. Todd had him live streaming on his phone. I was watching it Friday, and I was like, "Look at little Braxton go. He was putting them in the hole. That's a start."
Now, during the mini bag challenge, he gripped the bag a little too long. Did you see that?
He did. He threw it to the ceiling.
Hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
Straight up and landed right back in front of his feet, so he threw it again.
Yeah, throw it again, Braxton. Yep. That's pretty neat.
6 on 4. Todd and Matt Gammon hold the slight advantage here in game number 2, but the big advantage having game number 1 already in pocket. We got our bartender in here watching now. He's in here eyeballing the action. It's a bag that likely out of play for Todd, and now 2 of them. Shuffles a little bit left. We've watched him do that a number of times. When he pulls it pretty hard left. Nice bag there by Tyler to finish it off. Todd just take what he can get, give up the 4.
I guess we're going to keep climbing the ladder back and forth.
I guess so. So 8 on 6, first bag back into the hands of Craig Ervin. There he is. There's Braxton right there. You can see he's clearly fascinated by what's going on this on center court. You can tell he was he's mad about him giving up that lead. What he's probably doing is buying Bitcoin. He's probably on that tablet over there getting a Bitcoin empire started.
He better be careful. He might lose with that. the way it's going.
All right, so these guys have built a big pile, but there's plenty of room on the backside of the hole. And both these guys have that shot if they want it. Well, he's just going to go ahead and muscle through, and he got one to drop, did Matt. And somehow, yeah, I was going to say, he might want to come down and take a look at this, Craig, because he's got, if he hits it just right, he should be able to drag him and leave.
He should be able to take them all.
That front bag, yeah, well,
that's just 2 gray bags around the hole, right?
I don't know. It's he's got 2 around at 3 and 4 o'clock, and then he's got the one down kind of out of the neighborhood. But he could absolutely pull both of those if he gets up there and does what we know he can do with that airmail shot. That's what he's doing up and over.
Oh, a little long.
Risk and reward, as we discussed earlier. So.
Oh, I thought that bag started going up. Yeah. I thought he was going to.
6 on 3 right there. So the seesaw continues. 8 on 6 becomes 9 on 8. First bag back in the hand of Todd Gammon. You know, we've noticed over the last handful of majors, too, Tyler Amos used to lean way further back in his stance, and he sort of adjusted that. We asked him about that a couple majors back when he won the Pro Series. He said he felt like it was causing him to get a lot more tired through the end of singles, so he just kind of adjusted. He still has that backward lean, but not anything like
he's trying to cock that bag. Cock
like it used to be.
Throw that bag.
No question.
It's got a pretty throw. That's something I look at when I see somebody new. I watch, how the bag comes out of the hand and see how flat it goes. It's just the arc of it that makes it look good.
When we watch, like you mentioned, Brandon Earls, you know, he's got that nice flat bag, that easy rotation like Caleb, but he's got that arm swing and that not enough behind it there to follow it in there, but he'll take it.
Yeah, when he starts his approach, it looks like he's taking 2 or 3 walks. He's got that little strut walk when he's releasing that arm. It's like he's something different. You don't see that much.
Yeah, the hybrid of bear paw with the mechanics and the bag and the approach of Caleb Hurd. Again, if you're going to be compared to a couple of players in professional cornhole, not so bad right there, but he does have a nice release and a very consistent release as well. And I think, we talk about the fact that everybody has such a different way to get the bag to the board. You know, even you watch the difference between Matt and Todd right here. You know, guys that I'm sure have played thousands and thousands of rounds against one another, but don't mimic one another in the least.
Nope. Father and son, that's crazy how that is, and both of them got total different throws. Yeah, that's why it's hard for me. I play at home when I can. Of course, when you come out to these majors, and I've done this for years, I see these guys, these top pros, throw the bag, and I try to go home fin and duplicate it. And you know how hard that is? It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I've tried, it doesn't work. I'm like, how do they do that? It just don't come out of my hand the same.
Well, it's just that muscle memory. We've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. Thousands and thousands of bags. Craig talked about it last year when he won King of Cornhole, just doing that work and, you know, finding that groove and making sure he peaks at the right time. But we have more and more players that are doing that now, you know. Good cleanup right there.
It's going to be a 5 spot.
Todd with one off the back. Going to go ahead and take what's given to him. Yep, there it is. So that 10 on 9 now becomes a 15 on 9. So it's going to be a mad dash to game 3 here if Craig and Tyler want to. Well, actually, no, I take that back. There will be no game 3. Whoever wins this one wins it all. I think I'm stuck in the best of 3 that we had the other night or last night for the Pro Series. I think my brain is still in your car on an overnight drive. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, mine's still in Washington, D.C. with all that
and
mess.
It will be again.
Yep, we'll be here tomorrow. It'll be back in D.C. tomorrow.
Oh, goodness.
Yep, 12-hour drive back to D.C.
All right, so.
Yeah, we was driving up here yesterday and just kept on coming.
Nice bag right there. To
Kept
not
on
disturb.
coming.
Yeah, not disturb
said,
any of those and bring them down with him.
We fixing to be in Canada. We just, where does Frank taking me here? It's like, we're getting close. And it just on and on. It's like, wow.
Well, we drove in from Cincinnati, Southwest Ohio. We were in Michigan longer than we were in Ohio. We went all the way up through Ohio, and we were in Michigan longer than we were in Ohio.
Wow.
Well, they talked about players from Michigan came out here and had 12-hour drives from Michigan to Michigan.
That's crazy.
I mean, and you think Texas is big, but there's no easy way in Michigan based on the lakes and everything else and the rivers and so on and so forth. And you got the mitten, of course, to get anywhere.
Yeah.
But every square inch of this state is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So at least you got something to look at. It's not like driving up through Indiana or Illinois where it's just flatty flat.
Well, I think this is the first state I've been to where the speed limit was 75.
Yeah.
I've never drove one that fast or seen the speed limit being that fast.
All right, so knotted up at 15. Winner of this game wins it all. The doubles here in the Grand Traverse Major and Pro Series number 8 for the American Cornhole Organization. This is exactly the sort of battle we expected to see from the number 1 seed Tyler Amos and Craig Ervin and the number 6 seed Todd and Matt Gammon. Tyler seems like maybe he's getting a little bit more dialed in. He's carrying Craig a little bit through this.
Todd won that bag back.
Yeah, it didn't do what he wanted to do. It's sitting way out to the right. And he allowed that little bank shot there, so that 2-spot adds to the tally of Tyler and Craig. 4 more, and shut the door. Hey!
There you go.
I'm going to have to get some better material before we get into singles.
You a poet and didn't know it. Yeah, Craig's struggling.
Yeah, he's having a rough go.
He might. He got to pick it up for singles, that's for sure.
Well, I can guarantee you, struggle or no struggle, nobody wants to step up against him in singles.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's a fact. So right now, 2 underneath for Team Gammon, 2 on top. 1 underneath now.
Oh, I thought I would hang up.
All right.
And
9 on 8. No.
2. 17 all.
Oh, man, it just keeps knotting up. This is would make it fun for us to sit here and not so much fun for them to be.
No, absolutely not.
To be out there. The blueprints come flying out of Todd Gammon's hand and lays that block. He didn't act like he liked it.
That's a
all
good
that
block,
much, but
though.
it's a pretty good block. Yeah.
It's a little deep. He could push us in. Ooh.
Didn't do himself any favors there because now Todd can reblock and replace.
So we can play a little strategy here.
He's pretty good at coming in, even from the inside arm on the left-hand side, right to left. Yeah, that's what he tried.
Ooh.
Tried to do it.
Replacement bag could be. Oh, Todd just throwed it off.
Well, that's too bad.
Man, that could have been game right there, too.
He could have driven that right up the middle.
Yep, and left a replacement bag, and that would have been 4 all day. He really gave that one up.
All right, the final timeout for Team Ervin and Team Amos. We're going to go down there and point at some stuff and look around, and yes, they shave angles and do that sort of thing. It's like a PGA player talking to his caddy at this point.
Yeah, Tyler will be better off just take them all. Take both bags in the hole. Take the chance of just taking 1 point.
Well, you talked about that a little bit earlier. Again, that risk versus reward. Do you sacrifice or just be happy enough with the minimum?
Yeah, he's going to have to at least block it, green one, or take them all.
He's got 2 bags left. Going to go.
Oh, he's going to airmail.
Over.
Oh, no.
And that is not what they were designing with their hands down there. Oh, wow.
No. That's 9 on 2. Yep. That's 9 on 2 right now. No, 9 on 5. No, 9 on 2.
9 on 2.
That's 9 on 2.
Yeah.
9 on 2. He's got to take them bags.
He's got to go get them all.
Sure, his heart's pounding.
Don't Doesn't look like he's breathing at all. Up.
Oh, what a
he
shot.
got him.
What a nice shot.
Wow.
Nice shot, Tyler.
Oh, I think
what
he
you
wants to
wanna
go.
see.
I think he wants to go lay down.
Yeah. He can breathe now.
I think he's like, all right, I'm going to need you to finish this,
Yeah.
Craig, because I can't do that again.
I didn't want to lose that
What
game.
a shot.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if a slide would have took him.
No, and I almost wondered if he thought about it way too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one of those. He
Sometimes
might
it will.
have overthought it.
Mess your rhythm up sometimes.
All right. These guys, I think, are just going to do everything they can to keep it clean and leave it in the hands of Tyler and Todd to finish it off. At this point, that's what I'd be doing. I don't know that I'd go in and try to play any defense and strategy. I'd just try to make sure I'm putting them in so my partner doesn't want to beat my face in a little bit later on. All right. Fourth bag blues has been an issue.
Oh.
And there they are again. There's that 2 spot. So 19-17, 2 points away from having double dipped the number 1 seeded doubles tournament team here in Grand Traverse City, Michigan. Cannonball Clark sitting here filling in for the Mississippi Ninja, who was out in singles pool play. He'll be rejoining me here for the rest of the evening. We'll get an update on what he's been up to since having captured Tier 2 championship wood. Oh boy, and there's one that Tyler should be able to work his way around. And he does.
Got a chance for 2 here. Oh, no, it could be game.
This could be it.
It's going to take some air mails, though. But of course, he can hit them. He just proved that a while ago.
But again, he's very good at this right to left, even
True.
coming from the inside arm, and he's going to do it again.
There it
He
is.
does it. He does it. So he doesn't have to rely on the airmail because now he's bumped him just a little bit. Maybe not that much further out. Matt's going to take a look and say, do whatever you want.
He's got to be in the hole.
Yeah, he's got to get it in. Off the back.
Yep.
And that's going to
That's
do
gonna
it.
be game.
That's going to do
That's
it.
gonna be
All
game.
right, they're going to go ahead and
Congratulations.
concede. He's not going to throw that bag. So how about that? The Mississippi Ninja prognosticator extraordinaire chose the number 1 seeded doubles team way out on that limb. He was almost a half-inch away from the trunk of the tree on that one.
Yeah, he was.
And he predicted these guys would take the doubles championship, and that's exactly what they've done. Congratulations, Tyler Amos and Craig Ervin. Braxton Gammon coming in to say, hey,
Dad,
can somebody recharge this, please, this thing for me? But, yeah, the Gammons, boy, I tell you, they fought valiantly.
They did.
And they worked their way back up through that loser's bracket, and they got the job done to second place. But congratulations, our doubles champions, Craig Ervin, Tyler Amos. And that is going to wrap up the doubles here for Grand Traverse and the Grand Traverse Major and Pro Series number 8. The King of Cornhole and his stunt double twin brother partner take down. Very nicely done. You guys want to come over and talk about it for a minute? Come on over here. I'm sure he's got some smart alecky thing to say, the King. So let's go ahead and find out. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Stick around.
Enjoyed it, Finn.
No, stay here. Stay here. I want you to talk to him with me here because you were making some observations that were. It's always nice to have other points of view in there. Let's see. Let's get these on you here, fellas. And that got a little dicey there for a second. You want to pull that down there so you can talk down into the. Here, hang on for a second.
There we go.
There it is.
I don't want anybody
There
to
he goes.
miss one thing you've got to say. Although he's typically the chatterbox of this duo.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyler, you just rolled in overnight. You got to be tired, and nobody's tireder than this guy and his better half either. So you guys had similar travel experiences, but boy, I tell you what, there was a couple of nail biters there, and that airmail shot that you did to take everything in there. I had a feeling at that point you're like, I'm gonna go take a nap. You finish this game. Let me know how it goes.
We had to have it.
What happened here? Where'd we lose you?
I think he's there.
Are you there?
You there? Tyler, yep.
All right.
He's there.
Man, you are soft-spoken,
Yeah, he's
baby.
there.
All right, I'm going to have
There
to.
you go.
There we
There
go.
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
There you
That's
go.
all right.
There
That's
you
all
go.
good.
No, Craig threw a 10-3 or something the whole time. He carried me through a lot of the games. I just ended up having a good game at the end.
Yeah, I watched. We were watching. You were at like a 10-2-4. And then you were having a little bit of trouble down here for about 3 or 4 frames.
Oh, yeah.
And I watched you go, doot, 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 doot.
Oh, yeah.
But it's amazing how those things line up. And then you went, doot, 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 back
Yeah,
up.
absolutely. I struggled bad in the championship, but I'm dealing with some some arm pain that
I heard that. I heard some.
self-inflicted. I'm pretty sure I got some torn ligaments or it's something.
Is that? Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty severe. I've been icy hotting all weekend and just trying to do what I can.
This is not the time to do it before Worlds.
I know it. I know.
I'm telling you.
Well, but he was also trying to qualify for the Junior Olympics hurdles, apparently. The 100-yard dash and then the pavement jumped up and bit you.
Yeah, I tell you what, I wish it was recorded because I would have made a lot of money on that fall. I tell you what. But I owe my nephew one because I wasn't mad that I injured myself. I was mad that I lost.
But you lost the race.
But you shouldn't be foot racing when you're 3 sheets to the wind. I can tell you that.
Well,
you don't feel no pain then, though.
I didn't feel it that night, but when Ashley was digging asphalt out of my palms and my kneecap, the next morning wasn't.
That's a beauty right there.
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 weeks.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, you guys, you did what you needed to do. You dug down. You put them in the loser's bracket. They fought their way back for a little bit of revenge. And, they played a solid game. Todd had a couple that you took advantage of. He put them off to the left, which he tends to do when he pulls left, and then you're able to get around even from the inside arm to go right to left. And you didn't have to rely on the airmail there in the last frame. But some good play. You peaked at exactly the right time. And now it's off to singles.
That's right.
Which one? Who beats who in singles? Who comes out on top in singles?
Oh, you never know.
Knows?
I think he's probably got the advantage anyway this weekend, but I'm going to keep giving it hell.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. I know there's. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm wondering, Tyler. I know you're tired as I am. We both been up all night trying to travel, get here. So you think the fatigue is going to have a toll on you with the singles?
Yesterday evening, my girlfriend drove for 4 hours or so I took a nap, but it wasn't too bad. It was only midnight my time, but with the time change, it was 1.
That helped you out.
I still got 6 hours or so. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna give it everything.
No, honest to God, for a cornhole player, one of our majors, 6 hours is a lot of sleep. So actually, you might have you might be two.
And I didn't play all day
ready.
Friday, so that helps.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know we did talk about the fact that you were coming in here last night. Well, we thought you were coming in to defend your pro series and get that pro series, but Jeremiah took it. And we told him you were on your way here to get him.
I heard what he had to say.
You heard him. All right, so we're gonna get some good head to head here. I think
he made some bold statements.
Yes,
he's not going to lose any more the rest of the season, is what he said. And there's quite a few people in this league that's got something to say about it.
He said, "Bring on the royalty, bring on the Kings,
that's
bring
right.
you everybody." He said, "Everybody." He was the first one up here for the mini bag toss today. He said, "I want to be first in everything." So
he's good.
It's going to be fun to watch. A lot of thunder coming from all angles, and let's see if lightning can strike here again, and maybe you can repeat as King of Cornhole. We shall see.
I'm sure going to give it all I got.
All right, I found a bunch of 6- and 8-year-olds that want to do a 100-yard dash race against you, but it's going to be around the hotel lobby.
I got to have about 15 more beers before I'm ready.
Very good. All right, congratulations.
Good job,
These
guys.
are our
Congratulations,
champions,
fellas.
the number
Good
one
job.
seeds coming in and the number one trophy takers heading out. So congratulations, boys. It is Tyler Amos and Craig Ervin. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with some singles action here from Center Court, the Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. Cannonball Clark,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
having you
Absolutely.
next to me, my man.
Enjoyed it, man.
That
Enjoyed
was
it,
good
Finn.
stuff, and as always, we like to say these tournaments run like clockwork because of this guy and April Clemens, who we offered the opportunity to come call the match, and she said no.
Nope. She will not come talk to you.
No. That's how
She will not come talk to you,
No,
Finn.
she won't. That's all right. I talk enough for both of us anyway. The Mississippi Ninja will be back with me here in just a moment. Frank here's the Cornhole dude is somewhere around here. He's probably at the bar, so we're going to go find him, and we'll be back to Center Court. Grand Traverse, Traverse City, Michigan, the ACO Major and Pro Series number 8. More coming on the ACO Digital Network.
Awesome.
Hey, it's Finn from the American Cornhole Organization with a question for you. Do you remember the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole? Think about it. You might think you do, but you don't. And you know how I know? Because if you're not a member of the American Cornhole Organization, you haven't had the most fun you've ever had playing cornhole yet. You're just a couple of clicks away from joining the worldwide cornhole community, where you'll be able to play down the street or across the country with players of all skill levels and even the pros of the American Cornhole Organization, the governing body of the sport and the fun of cornhole since 2005. Head to AmericanCornhole.com to learn all about the ACO and how to become a member of a local group near you. The most fun you've ever had playing cornhole is waiting for you. So, is it time to take your game from the sidewalk to center court? We can't wait to find out. and we can't wait to see you. Let's have some fun. AmericanCornhole.com and the ACO remind you, keep on pitching.